Man, look, y'all. So I had just made the video about Prime and Adin, bro. This video is literally called Adin Ross OG Homie Lies About Betrayal by Hello Yassine Extra. So apparently, there might have been some cap behind Prime's little claims, man. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna see it for ourselves.
Oh, the other day, Adin Ross got dragged into some drama by an old friend that he cut off a while back by the name of Prime. And now Adin was forced to address it. This started
I wonder what the lies are.
This guy Prime would link up with another streamer, Clavicular, just randomly out in the open because Prime barely streamed. And he was in a van and exclaimed that he would rather have joined AMP and regretted joining SSB.
I'll take over everything, bro. It does. I wish I took AMP. Really? I love the gambling deal I got though. Yeah. But I wish I took AMP. Well, that's why I should be loyal to a fault exists, you know? Like a lot of people are like loyalty over everything, they do get screwed over. They just don't know what loyalty is nowadays. If I can make a point. That's like the main thing my dad instilled in me. Like he's loyal. He's loyal. But when it's time to make a bag, it's time to make a bag, right? But gang, I knew about AMP before it started, and I could have been an AMP. I should have took it, cause that's what Kai told me. He was like, "I'm about to start this group." My David starting a group called.
Hold on, bro. Peter Cini though. So look, she's checking herself. She's making sure she look good and shit, right? Look, Peter Cini though. Peter Cini. Hold on.
Cause that's what Kai told me. He was like,
"Look at the geek." Look at her cheesing, bro. He didn't even say nothing to her. She just looked at him and started smiling mad hard. Look at the. Oh nah, she want, bro. Hold on, bro. See, I gotta get more in tune with this shit, bro. Cause like I don't even know who she is. Like I can't even put a name to her. So I don't know if they already have something going on or not. But hey, if you're a real one, you noticed it though. You noticed. Look at the geek.
And I stayed.
She tried not to look no more, but she gonna look again.
Biggest regret of my life. I swear to God. The thing that I'm always gonna be loyal to him because he's the one brought me up, man. No, stay loyal. Yeah. But look, bro, if I would have the AMP.
Look, she looked at him. She ain't smile at him though.
I would never be in this truck right now. I'm not gonna lie. I would probably been in the mansion right now. You can get back in the mansion, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm in the penthouse though. Yeah.
So after this,
look, he said penthouse, and she was like, he said penthouse, and she was like, he said I'm in the penthouse though. She's like,
I'm in the penthouse though.
So after
all right,
this,
let me get back in.
Also, after people kept bringing it up in Prime's next stream the next day, he would go in on Adin Ross and talk about how he would get vicious with Adin, not gonna lie.
You fake Dauphine crackhead. You a crackhead. Dauphine. I don't care.
The name calling is crazy.
I don't wish death on gonna overdose from lean. Can't get off lean. Crackhead. Stop showing that fake scripted video of that so-called bought me a crib. Didn't buy me no crib. Stop showing that. Didn't buy me a crib. Stop putting it on my name. Didn't buy me no crib. I've been in a crib. I've been in Miami for 2 years. Who the least y'all see around? Who the least y'all seen around in this so-called?
We've seen this in the other video.
Who the least nigga y'all see around in this group? Who the least y'all see around in this group? What a genuine nigga, bro. They call it funny Marco, bro. I gotta get the out of this sucking that community, bro. Stop calling me. If I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk. Sucking, I'm going to the. Hey, get me the fuck out of Miami, bro. Please. I don't want to be. I'm tired of these fake lean simping suckers, bro. I'd rather go broke than cater to this bullshit no more. I'm fed up. I don't have nothing to lose no more. I'd rather go broke than lose everything in my life than suck no more, bro. I'm done with that shit. Take everything from. I don't care. I've been homeless before. I go homeless again. I don't need money. These on my mom, on my dad.
Yeah, we seen all this. We seen all this last video though.
Everybody use. All you disappear all around me, and I ain't here.
And this got crazy because he cannot on people dope fiends when this guy is, or from what we've seen, he cannot handle his liquor and he seems to enjoy his liquor. And this got crazy because just 2 examples. I'm going to give you guys 2 different examples of Adin Ross talking about this guy because he's saying, yo, these guys don't want to hang out with him. That's part of the reason. Or there was one individual. It seems like he's talking about one specific individual from SSB, which is Adin Ross's group, that did not want to hang out with him because this guy got moved into Miami and he got given
what does
a car
SSB
and a
even
house
mean?
by Adin, quote unquote. We don't know what it means to give somebody a house because
Superstar
if you guys
Boys
recall, and you probably don't recall, so I'm going to help you recall. FouseyTube, at one point, he bought his mom a home in New Jersey, in Princeton, New Jersey, which is where his brother has a dental practice. His older brother's a very successful guy. So he bought that home, but he didn't pay off the entire home. So it was mortgage. He put a down payment on it, which means he needs to keep up the payments. Fousey was unfortunately unable to keep up the payments because I think he was manic at that time, and I believe he bought a Ferrari in cash. So he had to, it must have been heartbreaking for him to do this. He had to kick his mom out of the house because he couldn't keep up the payments and he had to sell the house. So that's something that could have been what happened with Prime, and he wasn't actually given an apartment, or it wasn't like completely paid off and he had to take over the mortgage or start paying off the rent, something like that. Maybe Adin just put the down payment on it and he expected him to keep making money because these guys were the OG streamers on Kick. He made sure that they all got a deal. But here's a clip of Adin talking about an arrest that happened to Prime back 2 years ago.
Approach Prime and just say, hey, bro, could you leave? Could you leave? Could you leave? We're getting, could you leave? He said no. He said, this is trespassing. He wasn't flashing us, but he had it out. Somebody had it out around the pool, okay? Guys, they're not going to lie. I just got the phone. They're not going to lie, okay? That's what happened. The cop didn't want to even do anything with Prime. The cop just said, all right, I'm just going to ask Prime to leave. Like, you know what I mean?
Find your perfect tax
Wait,
expert.
we didn't see this video.
Whatever your tax situation might be.
I can't even skip this one. Look at the time.
Hand off your taxes
It's
to
gonna
an
go all
expert
the
who
way.
gets you with TurboTax Expert Full Service.
Do you support Israel and the
Alright,
Jewish
skip this one,
people?
though.
Now more than
Skip this one, though.
ever, Israel needs.
It's Florida, guys. You're allowed to carry your guns. You're just like, yo, I'm just going to tell him to leave the hotel and he's good. So why are you snitching? I have to do this in order for the event to go on because I have a very strong relationship with Miami PD, and that's it. Prime is, Florida is an open carry state. Yes. Yes, it is. All right. So the hotel is technically private property. It wasn't Prime. I know. If you could let me speak, that's why I said people. I never said Prime had his flashing his. Never said that.
And then there was also another instance where Prime was with Charleston White in Las Vegas. Adin Ross got them
I think
together.
I've seen this
was the
clip.
first time Adin Ross had ever hung out with Charleston White.
No. Listen. This man was asking me a question. This man was you into my though, but you into my though. Watch you watch out what you want. You a nigga. Punk? Yeah. You came and jumped in. You ain't gonna do that. What you gonna do then? You better get that way. What you gonna do?
I thought Adin was about to separate them. Like, yo, chill out. This man said. He was not trying to be in the crossfire.
What you gonna do? You better get that way. What you gonna do? You gonna get your license? I ain't gonna get no license.
He really got up and booked it out.
Then I'm gonna throw the punch. Then I'm gonna, what you gonna do? Mason, you wanna get close? And I'm gonna spray it too. Keep talking, nigga. I'm gonna spray it like you gonna do something. You ain't gonna do a motherfucker. Hey, bro, I know how to handle the situation. Pretty ass punk. What the bro? Come on, homie, you just came and jumped into something. You ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
It's just not that serious, bro. None of this shit is serious, bro. I'm just saying, none of this shit is... Me? What did I do? I jumped out of this shit.
Come on, homie. He got Mason. He got bare Mason in. You come jump into something you ain't got no business in. Put that Mason up. Say, homie, he booked me to come here, not you. He booked me too. I don't give a fuck, but you ain't the nigga, though. Fuck talking to me, dude. You ain't the nigga, homie. You clout chase this all day. Clout chasing, homie. I ain't been with him in 2 days. I ain't been with him in 2 days.
Yeah, nah, hell no, we can't do this right here. I'm about to say, cut this shit, bro.
You bitch ass nigga, you ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. I know, because I played dirt. No, I played dirt. Okay.
What the f***, bro.
So isn't it hilarious how Adin Ross damn near disappears in the middle of that? I had to rewind the clip because I was like, yo, where'd this guy go? It's almost like one of those things where if you've ever seen that video where they're like, oh, focus on this. And then like, oh, did you see like a gorilla pass by? And you're like, what gorilla? And then they replay the video for you and some guy in a gorilla suit just runs by. It's one of these like vision tests, quizzes things. It's a for fun thing just to show you how your vision works. But that's what happened here. Charleston was really mad at Adin after this event because he was like, yo, why'd you got this black man like kind of acting like fruity towards me? And then these guys got into it. But these are two instances of Prime, and I've showed you a clip in the previous video of Prime just to it. But these, why'd you got this black? That's what happened here. Charleston was really mad at Adin after this event because he was
Charleston or Prime? Because I think he meant to say Prime. I feel like Charleston was saying some crazy shit. I don't know, bro.
So, yo, why'd you got this black man like kind of acting like fruity towards me? And then these guys got into it. But these are two instances of Prime, and I've showed you a clip in the previous video of Prime just bumping into people in Vegas.
For me. Did you ask her to keep it? I'm outside. Just let you know. Dog side. I'm not moving no white person. Watch out. Easy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Easy. Okay. No, just fix it. Come outside. Come outside. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Bro, that little white girl like this shit. The last encounter she was, bro. The little white girl like this shit.
Come outside. Come outside. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
She wanted to see some conflict.
So here, Adin Ross, this was Adin Ross's response.
About the Prime stuff, I mean, there's not really much to talk about, bro. Like, I don't even know what to say about that shit, bro. Listen, this is the only thing I'll say about Prime. I don't like to speak when I've done a lot for people. You could clearly tell he's going through it, and I wish him nothing but the best. I didn't appreciate him saying like, I hope they all die off lean and overdose. He knows my sister just passed away.
Yeah, we seen this clip though.
Sure, I didn't.
Big deal. I think this was the most mature response Adin Ross could have ever given, because Adin Ross, he made sure that these guys kept their deals. And why do I say that this is such a big deal? Because these guys were lazy. Like when I'm telling you, these guys were so lazy because they thought that the money was going to continue. Adin Ross, he used to be with Stake. Stake is Kick. Stake owns Kick. So when they first got these people on the platform, they gave fat deals. So what would these guys do? They weren't incentivized to stream. They would maybe hop on, do whatever gambling they needed to do for their deal, make a fat check, and then dip. Now things have changed a lot. Like the deals aren't that high anymore for Stake, which is part of the reason why Adin went to this competitor, because the competitor's shilling bread because they want to bring more people over to their casino. So now you have this competition, which doesn't work in favor for Adin Ross's homies, who Adin Ross even said, I made sure that these guys kept their deals, even though they were barely streaming. Because these guys wanted to grow the streaming platform. And by these guys, I'm talking about Kick. But they were also, I think they were giving guaranteed money to Adin Ross's homies if they met a very, very low quota of streaming just to gambling, because that's what they were focused on at first. And they just did that, and they didn't stream at all. Like if you're talking about back then, when were these guys even streaming? Like Cuffham was lazy as hell back then too. But now Cuffham's like one of the most active streamers. And that's why they moved people over. They were like, okay, giving people guaranteed bread, it doesn't work. We got to incentivize them some other way. So Kick started throwing on this like hourly rate thing to get these people incentivized to stream. And Adin Ross would even...
Look, bro, if there was a deal for me to just sit down and stream and get paid hourly, separate from Twitch and them subs and shit. But I don't want to have to gamble though.
Again, so. Let everybody know how much love he still had for Prime.
But I'm not gonna say Prime, none of that, bro. I got nothing but love and respect for the guy. He's mad that he doesn't get included in stuff a lot. I'll be honest, like he wants to do what he wants to do in life. I'm gonna do what I want to do in life. I don't kick it with Cuffham like that. I don't kick it with anybody like that really anymore. I just sit here. I even offered Prime. He knows. I said if you want to go back to Atlanta, I'll help you get back to Atlanta. I'll whatever the moving cost is, stuff like that. I saw a clip where he said like that was a fake scripted video when I bought him. I didn't buy him a house. I never said I bought it. I paid for his car and I rented his condo out.
Hey, I can make a track in seconds, but let's be honest.
Wait.
Real producers still want to make human-made music.
I'm not.
I thought the whole point of that video was that he bought him a house, but he's saying He bought him a car and rented out a condo.
Gotta be fake about it. I mean, dude, like it's a liability to have someone like that around when they're crashing out constantly, they're getting drunk and they're doing things. I don't want to have that stuff around. I mean, it's like that's just the truth.
So despite all the issues that this guy created for Adin Ross is still saying, listen, man, if he doesn't want to be in Miami, he doesn't got the money, I'll make sure he's straight. I'll make sure he gets back to Atlanta. I'll make sure he gets back to where he needs to be. Because just looking at it, he's a liability, an absolute liability. He doesn't know how to act. And Adin Ross is trying to build a huge event. You can't have people getting arrested. I'm not going to lie. Like, not Adrian Broner. I think AB, and that's always the first person that comes to my mind about billions. But we're talking AB, the former football player. What's his name? Antonio Brown. Yeah, we're talking about Antonio Brown. We haven't seen Antonio Brown around Adin Ross because Antonio Brown let it off. Well, what's going on with his arrest? I don't even really know. But despite him,
I don't even know about that.
Dope fiend, saying he he could have died or he wished he.
I didn't know Adin was hanging with Antonio Brown.
Still has it in his heart, like loyalty for this guy to just make sure he's straight. He's just like, I can't have you around. You're volatile, and he gave him chance after chance after chance, years of chances before he cut him off. All the other people got it together. And all the other people really, they just had a laziness problem. This guy was the only major liability. And now he's trying to walk it back. So Prime, he's talking about like, nah, I didn't say I wished I joined AMP. Yes, he did.
The thing, you saw I wanted to join AMP. I didn't say I wanted to join AMP. I just say AMP is a more better team. And it's like they did it the right way, gang. The way our was done was just not right. That's all. They was the better team. That's facts. That's just facts. That's not a secret though. Gang, 90% of the time what we do, gang. I really think it was gambling though. You know what we did though, gang? Like not gambling. What we do when what every person do.
So here he is talking about he didn't want to join he didn't say he didn't want to join AMP, that he just got the offer and AMP ended up being a better group. No, AMP is a better group, of course. AMP's constantly doing content together. And Adin Ross, he's not even really doing content with Cuffham. Like he'll have Cuffham here and there. But when has Adin Ross really done content with Cheezer?
Who's this guy?
Not really. AMP, yes.
Cheezer?
They've always been more
is
of
that
a
who
group
Cheezer is?
than Aiden's SSB. And they were always like kicking it together. But that doesn't mean that this guy Prime didn't say what he said. In that car ride, in that Sprinter van, he said, yeah, Adin, he should have joined. Biggest mistake of his life was joining SSB. He should have joined Kai Cenat AMP because he invited him because Davis was going to start a group. That's what he said. He should have joined AMP. So I don't know why he's trying to take back something that he said that everybody saw and that spread everywhere. Yeah, you can't do that. I do think that now the guy's got a new life. He's got another chance
he should have just stood on it.
Consistent in this content stuff. He is somewhat of a crash out. He's like entertaining. He can go back and forth. He's got beef. He's what a teenager, early 20s person would want to watch. They're like, okay, anything can happen with this guy. And he's got enough motion right now where he should just try to be consistent and he'll make a living enough to survive. And, if he's ever down and out, Adin's still got his back. But I think this just goes to show how terrible this guy must have been for Adin to cut him off. Because despite all the disrespect that he was saying about Adin Ross was still saying like, listen, man, I don't got anything bad to say about that guy. If he needs my help, it is what it is. And he's talking about Adin when Adin just lost his sister like 2 months ago. And he's talking about him being a dope fiend. You don't think Adin was looking at that bottle, thinking about ordering some walk when that was going on? I don't mean that in a funny way. Like, he was probably down and out. He probably relapsed. I don't know. But after something like that happens, to kind of talk about him in that way when he has never publicly said anything bad about Prime. He just says like, yeah, that was my, or he's like, we don't really talk about that. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, look, bro, I don't really know the in and outs about this shit, but from what it sounds like he'll be alright, to be honest. I think he'll be good. He just need to keep his head up and focus on positives. He needs to stop crashing out. Definitely need to stop crashing out. But